Hi, my name is Akina Samian Draper, and I am very interested in the Executive Administrative Assistant position that you listed. I have around 8 years of administrative experience, and I'm currently working at Maine Health as an administrative specialist since 2020. There is definitely quite a bit of overlap between my current position and your listing, which I think is definitely super helpful. Some of the shared responsibilities that can be relevant to your listing include invoice processing, schedule management, payroll entry, the ability to multitask and stay organized, as well as managing leadership calendars, events, travel plans, etc. I think a great reason of why I could be a perfect fit for this role is my extensive administrative experience. It's definitely something I take a lot of pride in, and I have definitely gotten great feedback from my peers and my leadership as well throughout the years, so that is something that definitely means a lot to me. On top of that, I do have a bit of a personal interest in archival work as well, where several years back I was very into film photography. So on top of scanning my own negatives, I had actually gone back and took all of the negatives from my family's storage and archived all of them through scanning them and digitizing them, which was about 70 years worth of photos, which took quite a bit, but it was definitely a really worthwhile endeavor. So I definitely have quite a bit of a personal investment in the work that you're doing as well, which I think is awesome. As far as handling stress, that is a great question. I would say there are two types of stress for me when it comes to work. There is personal stress, where in that case, I kind of just try to talk myself out of it a little bit, take however much time, 5 or 10 minutes hopefully, and just kind of deep breathe, maybe like splash some cold water on my face, drink some water, and kind of just talk myself out of it a little bit, get out of the funk mentally, and just kind of remember that everything is moving, everything in this moment is temporary and it will pass. I would say if it is more like work specific, I would probably try to communicate with my leadership if it is about impending deadlines or scheduling conflicts or something of that nature, to see the best way that we could work it out if it isn't something that I can handle on my own. But I would definitely say open communication is something that helps me de-stress. I would say time management as well. I know it is definitely a individualized thing for a lot of people, but for me personally, I definitely am a list person. Lists definitely help me stay organized and kind of prioritize weekly, daily, monthly, and kind of get a broad overview on what needs to be done first, so I can begin tackling that in the appropriate order. And I would say cats or dogs is a very difficult one for me. I do love both deeply, but I would say currently in my stage of life, cats are more suited to my lifestyle. So I'm gonna go with that. I do currently have 4 cats, which I know sounds kind of bad, kind of a lot. But I do want to preface that I did have 2 before meeting my husband, and then he adopted an additional 2 prior to moving in with me. So I do always want to explain myself. If it's not just me, it was also him. And as far as coffee or tea, I am a strong both. Coffee for me in the morning, because I do need a little bit of caffeine to get rolling. And I am a big herbal tea person, so for me herbal tea is great at night to unwind with a little bit of oat milk, and perfect. So thank you so much for the opportunity to answer your questions, and I do hope that we could talk a little bit more in the future. Thank you.